Fire, 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 fire. Curiosity has been piqued. I wonder what they're talking about. Alright, 3, 2, 1, boom!
On June 11th, 2024, the fourth most played game on Steam was something called Banana. This game, if you can even call it that, first appeared on the storefront in late April, but in less than 60 days, it now ranks among the all-time
But nobody's ever heard of it? Is it a crypto scam?
highest player counts on the platform. Knowing this, you might be wondering, what's the deal? Is this some sort of scam? Is this secretly a Bitcoin miner? And why are so many people playing the game? In order to answer these questions, I did a deep dive into Banana and the team behind it. And unsurprisingly,
Steam Marketplace. Steam Marketplace. I know where this is going.
this gimmick of a game isn't as wholesome as it might seem. Let's get started. Banana makes no effort in selling itself to potential players. The trailer and screenshots on the Steam store page leave nothing to the imagination. The game is hardly more than a bare-bones Unity project featuring an image of a banana. Each
Even Cookie Clicker's better than this game.
time you click on the banana, the number on screen increases by 1. This number is not saved between play sessions, so you have to keep the game running at all times if you wanted to maintain your score for some reason. Unlike other clicker games like
So it is a Bitcoin miner. Yeah, it's probably mining Ethereum.
Cookie Clicker, there are no upgrades or additional features to add a sense of progression. The real draw here, as expected, is money. Banana is a free-to-play game. However, it features Steam Community Marketplace integration. This is the same system used by Counter-Strike and Dota 2, and it allows players to buy and sell in-game items using currency from their Steam wallets. In Banana, players are rewarded a random item from the game's collection every few hours, just for leaving the game open. These items are all slightly modified images of the
And you're telling me this is not a miner. Like, why? Like, Steam NFTs? Dude, this is gonna become an issue, man. Steam could get into trouble with this, I feel like.
same banana. Each one can be sold on the Steam Marketplace, and while most of them are only going for 3 cents, some are worth tens of dollars. In total, there are about 100 variations of banana.
Banana Doomer, Pepe Nana, Cherry Blossom Nana. What the hell? Uwu Nana? Uwu Nana? 49 cents?
Bananas, but the developers are adding more every few days. With just this knowledge, you can already tell exactly why this game has become so popular. Hundreds of thousands of players, most of which are multi-boxers or bots, leave the game running in hopes of receiving a rare banana. Then they aim to list it on the marketplace to get some Steam currency. But what exactly is the point of collecting these bananas?
This is
Well,
so dumb.
similar to everyone's other favorite JPEG collectible, the only reason for hoarding bananas is for bragging rights. But unlike NFTs, this game doesn't use the energy equivalent of a small country to process pointless transactions, so they can't be hurting anyone, right? The game itself is exceedingly simple, made using the free version of Unity. It contains 2 asset packs, Layer Labs' The Stone and Bradis's Steam Libraries. The Stone is a simple user interface, and the Steam Libraries asset just enables item drops. The only actions you can perform in-game are clicking on the banana, changing the resolution, or opening the Steam Marketplace. Despite the absolute simplicity of the program, it's received thousands of positive reviews, most of which are banal jokes or memes related to bananas. However, when sorting through the litany of negative reviews, some more serious accusations are raised. Notably,
another scam: the developer creates an artificial shortage of items, spawns items in their accounts, and sells these items to those who offer it for money, usually collectors. Brother, come on! They're not even trying!
many call this game a crypto miner or a keylogger, but these are common claims levied against any suspicious game on Steam, so I take these with a grain of salt. Regardless, it's best to do some research of our own, just to be safe. Thus began my attempts to reverse engineer Banana. Banana is a game made in Unity, an engine with which I have some experience. Using open source tools, you can reverse engineer the game's compiled C++ code. After a brief review, I couldn't really find anything outwardly.
Coders in my chat, wake up. Does he know?
The game's 60 megabytes of data contains only 3 classes aside from those for Steam integration or the UI asset pack. Those are Item Drop Check, Update Money, and Full Screen Toggle. These do exactly as you would expect, and they account for all 3 of the game's features. The next obvious thing to check would be web traffic. If they were actually collecting user data, as some suspect, then we would likely see some evidence of the game connecting to a remote server. Web traffic can be monitored through a variety of methods, but I just used Wireshark and the Windows command netstat. I'm not going to be showing my results on screen since it would just reveal my IP address, but the actual Banana game doesn't appear to contribute to web traffic at all. You don't even need Steam running to launch the game, and it works just fine when the internet connection is terminated. Any online aspect of the game is handled through its integration with Steam. Banana just tells Steam whenever a certain amount of time's passed and a random item is given to the player. That's it. You only need to click once every 3 hours to be marked as an active user. These Banana rewards are distributed on a fixed interval, as explained by a bot in the game's official Discord server. By opening the game and playing for up to 3 minutes, after that the game checks every 3 minutes if you are eligible for a drop. The game drops a banana every 3 and 18 hours, just make sure to click once at least in these time frames. The poor grammar in this message is a bit confusing, but I left the game running for about 10 minutes and received 3 banana items in my inventory. There's a chance you'll receive a banana every 3 minutes, with a guaranteed one every 3 and 18 hours. The 18-hour banana is supposed to be a rare one.
What if it's just money laundering? Like, you drop a little, fake little banana for them, and then you give them, like, $10,000 or something? Yeah.
Although, without any way to know the actual numbers behind these drops, who knows how rare it actually is. Additionally, because of how the Steam inventory system works, the developer does have the power to manually generate items for users. So, who's to say that they aren't just creating the rarest bananas and giving them to their friends? To conclude this section, there doesn't appear to be anything obviously malicious going on within the game's code. It's an extremely simple Unity project that probably took no longer than a day's worth of work to put together. However, due to the nature of Steam,
can you use Steam Wallet for anything other than buying games? I don't think so, but you can farm this on multiple PCs. Like, you can bot this and then use that to buy, like, caches for CSGO. And then Gamba, and maybe you could get a better return on it. So, yeah.
Items, there's no way for players to know the true drop rates behind the different bananas. Since the sole purpose of this game is to obtain said bananas, let's talk about those next. There are 2 types of bananas, common and rare. Most of them are awarded through timed drops, but there are some exceptions.
Banana.
There are currently 5 bananas that can be purchased directly from the developer on the game's item store page. These each cost 25 cents, and the bananas available here rotate out on an unknown schedule. The appeal of this for collectors is that they might...
there's no, like, rotation every week or every day, once a day. It's just random. That's not good.
One day become worth a lot of money once they're removed from the store. And for the developers, well, it's a consistent source of income. With every single banana being a Steam Marketplace item, they can all be freely bought and sold. This has resulted in a massive banana economy erupting nearly overnight, with hundreds of thousands of trades happening every day. While some rare bananas have been sold for close to $100 US, the vast majority of them are only going for 3 cents, the lowest possible price. In general, the revenue from a Steam Marketplace transaction is split between the 3 involved parties: the seller, the developer, and Valve. The percentages are, respectively, 85%, 10%, and 5%. However, the split can never be less than 1 cent per party, which is why the minimum listing price is 0.03 of whatever your local currency is, with the majority of banana sales occurring at the rock bottom price.
So Valve is getting a bunch of money off of this, but is it really worth it? It's like it's probably not that much money. Unless they're selling bananas for thousands of dollars, I don't know.
Each of the 3 parties will receive 1 cent per transaction. With this information, let's do some math. According to Steam's data, there are currently 228,000 players with banana open on their machine. Every 3 hours, a common banana is dropped, for a total of 8 a day. Each common banana can be sold for 3 cents, so with that 3-way split, the developer can make up to 8 cents per player per day. Assuming every single player successfully sells each banana they receive, the developers and Valve might be making as much as $18,000 a day in revenue.
That's a lot of dosh for basically nothing. Huh. So you're just printing cash. Okay.
And that's strictly from the marketplace fees. Who knows how much they make from the item shop? While this 5-digit figure is what's been tossed around by media outlets such as Forbes, it's actually quite a generous assumption. In reality, a large portion of Banana's users are Russian, as indicated by posts on the discussion forum. Since 0.03 rubles is a lot less than 0.03.
No, it is.
Smugglana Pat.
Yo, Pat, thank you! Thank you for 18 months! Yeah, Banana Republic. No, I mean, it is a lot less. Look, it's it's like nothing, it's dirt.
Dollars, those users are able to access buy and sell orders that US-based users wouldn't be able to see, since the minimum US price is 3 cents. It's kind of confusing, but basically, it's likely that the true revenue is a lot lower, probably closer to $5,000 or $6,000 a day. Still an insane amount of money, of course. Returning
that's still nothing to sneeze at, man.
to the obvious question, who in their right mind would ever spend money on these useless items? If you're a longtime viewer of my channel, you already know the answer. NFT profile pictures amassed a trading volume in the billions at one point. A percentage of these purchases are collectors for sure, but most of them are just going to speculators. Since every banana is technically limited in supply due to them rotating out of the drop pool, some people think that they might be able to sell the rare bananas in the future for a profit. Obviously, I can't tell the future, but I would be seriously surprised if anybody cared about these a month from now. Aside from collectors and speculators, it's also likely that many of these players are just children looking to get free money. And as someone who was formerly a kid on the internet, I can—
They're scamming kids for money. Mommy, can I buy the banana NFC for 25 cents? Come on!
assure you that I would have done anything to get some free Steam cash. Before we continue on to the next section, I want to make one more point here. Not only does no one know the true rarity of the bananas, but it's also impossible to tell who's behind the marketplace.
20 plus 10Ks for trade, DM for package deals. I'm trading my bananas for CS2 agent or CS2 skins. See?
Banana sales. Unlike some items on the Steam marketplace, bananas are considered a commodity. This means that you cannot see the individual marketplace listings for each item. It's entirely possible that a large percentage of the rare bananas are held by the developer and their friends. This would mean that they're able to dump them onto the marketplace whenever they want to cash out. To add even more factors in favor of the devs, all items purchased on the marketplace are subject to a 7-day trade hold. This means that anyone who purchases a banana with the intention of flipping it must wait 7 days. I'm sure that a non-zero number of people have already found themselves left bag holding a bushel of bananas. With all these aspects combined, it's pretty easy to suspect that there might be some sort of manipulation going on behind the scenes, especially when you consider that the bananas are added and removed from the drop pool on a seemingly random basis, allowing the supply and demand to be changed at the whim of the developer. In order to assuage your fears of missing out, the developers recommend that you join their official Discord server so you never miss a new banana drop.
I love it. Just fake FOMO for like no reason whatsoever. It's a fucking banana, for God's sake.
Just like the average crypto scheme, Banana uses Discord as their primary source of communication. With their server hosting over 30,000 members, this community of banana fanatics is ablaze with speculators discussing the hottest new get-rich-quick.
And again, it's smart to take them off of Steam where they can have these discussions and people doing trades and stuff on Discord. Yeah, it's smart. You get them off of there and you move them onto Discord so you can't track them doing like weird shit.
Scheme. Here, users can learn which bananas are added and removed from the drop pool, make peer-to-peer banana trades, or participate in other community events, such as giveaways or live streams. They've also hinted at a potential upcoming offering of banana merch. While none of this is sketchy in its own right, it's worth noting the sheer value brought by owning an active Discord server of this size. The Banana team has direct access to the push notifications for tens of thousands of impressionable users.
You could also sell it. It's very common to sell really popular servers and then change them and shit. Yeah.
Users who are clearly interested in either collecting worthless consumer garbage or getting free money. Again, nothing malicious seems to be happening just yet, but the opportunity is absolutely there. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this server is the Banana Design Ideas channel. There's two ways you can look at this. On one hand, it's a great way to get the community involved in the continued development of the game.
I mean, it's kind of
not
cute.
like there's much of a game here, but you get the idea. On the other hand, it can be seen as a way for the developers to profit off the work of the community. They don't actually have to put any effort into coming up with new banana designs. They just copy and paste whatever their fans made and plop it up for sale. Not to mention that most of this art features copyrighted material, so this whole thing is really walking a fine line. Nonetheless, it's your average large Discord server. The moderators appear to do a good job keeping things orderly and on topic, and there doesn't appear to be anything unscrupulous or scammy
going on
at this time. While the server and community within seem to be well behaved, let's turn our eyes to the team behind the project. The Banana Discord server is owned and operated by a user named These Lions. However, the developer and publisher on Steam are listed as Aladdin66, Pony, Sky, and Aesthetic Spartan. All of these users are active moderators within the Banana Discord server. Interesting.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, Brody detected, oh
no. These 4 individuals have published another game on Steam, Lasse Sliden. This game costs $1, and it features 100 achievements and over 300 Steam Marketplace items.
You just keep trying, chat. You just gotta keep trying. Maybe one day it'll work, and one day it will.
Reviews indicate that this is not much of a game at all. Instead, it's an amalgam of free Unity asset packs. There's no objective or interaction. Simply wander around and receive free achievements for pressing different keys on your keyboard. As you leave the game running, you'll also receive Steam Marketplace items, many of which feature random memes or references to friends of the developer. It's clear that this is the same idea as Banana, a nonsense product designed for collectible farmers. This is nowhere near the only game of this type on Steam, however. Ever since Valve introduced custom—
but it just capitalized. They basically struck like lightning. Like, it just happened. It fell into their lap. They kept trying and trying and trying, and now it's working. Imagine how much money they're making, man.
Customizable Steam profiles, especially the highlighted achievements section, games like this have been popping up left and right. Generally, the achievements feature humorous images or memes and are awarded just by launching the game. Since these titles are usually free or extremely cheap, it's easy for someone to justify purchasing them just for a funny achievement to show on their profile. This same logic applies to the Steam Marketplace items, which can be shown on the profile's Item Showcase section. Personally, I couldn't be bothered to care what my Steam profile looks like, but I can totally see the appeal for these gimmick items and achievements.
Oh my god, holy shit. Look at this guy at fucking Dota! 240,000 items on Dota! This guy's a loser!
Context in mind, it becomes a lot more obvious as to why someone might want to make one of these games. It's one of the most low-effort undertakings you could possibly imagine, yet there is somehow a demand. Returning to Banana, the game was obviously inspired by another similar title uploaded to Steam earlier this year, Egg. This is more of the same thing, a minimum effort, glorified click counter that prints marketplace items. Remember the Banana Discord server owner, These Lions? Well, I managed to find a Steam profile with that exact same name. Currently, they're serving the lifetime sentence of a Steam trade ban. Their profile hosts dozens of comments labeling them as a scammer, but they—
I saw a comment that says pump and dump. I'm telling you, he's just a scammer that went on to make— yeah, like he went on to make a game to scam more people. These people never change. They might grow out of it a little bit, but they're still thinking about it.
They shared a video claiming to exonerate themselves. The video, uploaded by Counter-Strike YouTuber TDM Jesus, explains the story in detail. In summary, These Lions, as well as some of their friends, participated in a Steam Marketplace pump and dump scheme over 3 years ago. It's as ridiculous as it sounds, but to summarize, they allegedly received thousands of free Steam Marketplace items for their friend's game. These items were, funnily enough, named Bitcoin, and they belonged to a game called Run. At one point, some unaffiliated user bought every single one of these items for sale as a joke, totaling less than $50. This sudden spike in trade volume caused the item to briefly be shown on the front page of the Steam Marketplace. This spotlight would attract the attention of curious marketplace browsers, who would begin to buy Bitcoin at an increasingly higher price. Since these lions and the other friends of the developer held millions of these items, they had complete control over the supply, and thus the price.
And Steam didn't do anything about it and just let it happen because they scrape a little bit off the top. Yeah.
Pretty much every single sale was from the inventories of these.
Well, they did ban them, but like the damage is already done, you know?
Lions and their associates. But just a few days later, Valve would intervene. They permanently banned the developer, removed Run from Steam, and refunded all purchases of these Bitcoin items.
Oh, never mind, base.
Since these lions was one of the primary sellers, they were banned as well. Whether or not you agree that this is a justifiable ban, this is undoubtedly the same These Lions that's involved with Banana. Their Steam account is even friends with and in the same groups as the user Robert Partison, who's listed as one of the developers for Banana. Honestly, Robert Partison and These Lions are probably the same person. Anyway, with all of these factors in mind,
What the fuck is the Steam page? It's got Putin and Trump on it.
It might be worth looking at Banana through a lens of suspicion. These games that endlessly print Steam Marketplace items have been around for a few years now, and at the end of the day, it's really only the devs that make out as winners. This specific game was brought to my attention thanks to an email from a viewer. I found it so intriguing that I just had to do some digging of my own. I always knew about the lazy asset flips with vanity achievements, but this whole item printer concept came as a surprise. I'm honestly not sure what will become of Banana. Its closest comparison, Egg, remains on Steam 5 months after release. However, Egg didn't attract anywhere close to the attention that Banana's receiving, as it only peaked at a player count of 17,000. With Banana already having been featured in a few gaming media outlets, the growth has only increased.
I don't know why they're doing this. It's just gonna lead to more people. People are so stupid. Why would you advertise the scam? I mean, I guess this guy's doing it too, but like at least he's drawing attention to like, you know, it's kind of freaking weird that this is happening.
Further bolstered by the title's very positive review score, resulting from endless brain rot meme reviews left by literal children. Since I'm kind of contributing to the problem by making this video in the first place, I figure the best I can do is offer a word of advice. I wouldn't waste my time with this sort of stuff. The amount of money to be made here is pretty insignificant. We're talking tens of dollars at most. It's really not worth your energy engaging with this sort of speculative market, especially when so many of its rules are obfuscated. Nobody knows that the developers will suddenly print thousands of rare bananas, and who knows what they might try and sell next, thanks to their newfound fame. And even if everyone is just selling the bananas for the minimum 3 cents, the developer's still making a killing. I'd recommend simply ignoring this entirely and enjoying the inevitable dumpster fire when this whole thing comes crashing down. Despite this being a rather transparent money-making scheme, Valve seems to have given this type of behavior a pass. I guess I should congratulate these guys for discovering a way to make thousands of dollars with such ease. Never underestimate the power of the giga-consumer Steam users that care enough.
And you also shouldn't underestimate the power of someone who scammed once, they'll always scam again.
To collect the digital equivalent of eraser shavings. This is such a low-effort grift that it actually makes crypto games look competent. Anyway, I'm Jauwn, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye! That was a cool video. Thanks, Jauwn. That was very cool. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the video. Guys, don't check out that game. It's dumb and stupid. Oh, yeah.